Road, you bunch of landlubbers!
Earlier this month, we had the chance to follow Summers Middle School from Ann Arbor as they explored Saginaw Bay on the Appledore IV.
We're a progressive school where we're constantly rethinking what we're doing and how best to do it. And one element of that that's essential is place-based education, where you don't feel confined by the walls of your school. What can we get from not being in this campus, but treating the whole world as our campus, and in particular in treating Michigan as our campus. So finding things that we can do beyond our school building and beyond Ann Arbor is essential.
And for this adventure, they learned how to sail a schooner.
This one's a gaff rig schooner, so it's got the spar here, which is the boom, and then the spar on top, which is a gaff. That's the gaff. And there's a halyard on each side of the boat, controlling the forward part and the aft part. And that part raises up, and then you're off to the races, you're sailing.
Another thing the kids learned on their day at sea, what to do if your ship capsizes. You only have a few minutes to grab something off the boat. So what would the kids grab?
Most kids bring the chocolate and water. But there's also tools that they can use to be rescued. It's more important to think about being rescued, but most of the kids, they always bring the chocolate and the food first.
Me and my partner kind of failed at that. Well, we were just thinking of sort of common sense, but it wasn't really like common sense, because there was one of the options was like a shaving mirror, and we're like, why would we need a shaving mirror? We don't really care how we look when we're out in the middle of nowhere. But then it was like, if you want to be found, you could reflect it from the sun. And we're like, oh, and that was the most important thing. We put it as the least important thing.
We would take a shaving mirror for like flashing signals, food, water, and I thought it was slightly odd, but the chocolate bars were more important than the fishing net, and that's because chocolate bars are guaranteed.
And then I like to have some bait for fish, just in case I was out there for a really long time, and some sort of like noise maker, because you can have all the food you want, but you have to get found.
While the school trips are winding down for the spring season, there are still plenty of chances to head out on the bay.
It's tougher for teachers to get field trips organized in the first few weeks of school, but we have a number of classes that come out later in September and in October until it gets too cold.
They will be engaged pretty much throughout the trip. And no matter what happens on the trip, they'll never forget it, even if it doesn't go well. The catastrophes are sometimes the most memorable aspects of the trip.